Now today we are going to start Geography chapter 2. Before this, I want to notice you that our history portion of half yearly is completed. So now Geography. Geography, this is the last chapter of half yearly portion. Chapter number 2, Resources, Land, Soil and Water. In this chapter, we have to study about land resources, factors affecting land use pattern, components of soil, factors affecting formation of soil, water resources, land use, soil resources, soil profile, types of soil in India, water cycle. So now the first topic is land resources. Land resources is essential for our basic needs and serve as the building blocks of the development. There are some outlines with which we can be considered such as a major resource. The first point is land is used to build homes, transportation lines and other requirements of a human settlement. It means लैंड रिसोर्सेस का यूज़ घर बनाने में, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की लाइंस को तैयार करने में और अदर रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा करने में किया जाता है. एग्रीकल्चर, फॉरेस्ट्री, एनिमल रेयरिंग, mining, industrial and other economic activities develop on land. Therefore, land yields food, raw materials, etc., and thus gives us sources of both survival and income. लैंड रिसोर्सेज का यूज़ हम अपने सोर्स ऑफ इनकम के रूप में भी करते हैं, चाहे वो एग्रीकल्चर के फॉर्म में हो, फॉरेस्ट्री के फॉर्म में हो, एनिमल रेयरिंग के फॉर्म में हो, माइनिंग और इंडस्ट्रियल एक्टिविटीज़ के फॉर्म में हो. लैंड प्रोवाइड्स मेनी scenic spots that humans visit the recreation and enjoyment. Thereafter, land use. The utilization of land by humans for various purposes is known as land use. Whatever the use of land by the humans, that is known as land use. At present, approximately 32% of the Earth's total land area is under forest, 26% under pasture, 1% under permanent crops, 10% is arable land and 31% is under other uses. The land area under cultivation is limited due to constraints put by the element of the physical environment. Land use basically depends on various physical and human factors. Landforms. The surface of the earth is not uniform. Everywhere the surface of the earth is not same, equal. It is uneven everywhere. We can divide land into three landforms: mountain, plateaus and plains. So what is known as mountains? Mountains are high altitude regions on the surface of the earth. On the surface of the earth, they have steep sides and high peaks. Mountains have useful forests and vegetations. They have homes to variety of wildlife and provide various useful herbs and other products. Mountains help in controlling climate. The higher reaches of the mountains are a permanent home of snow from which the river flow continuously throughout the year. The Rockies in North America, the Andes in South America, the Alps and Pyren- Pyrenees in Europe, the Himalayas in Asia, and the Great Dividing Range in Australia are some of the famous mountain ranges in the world. Now, plateaus. A plateaus is a broad, flat area of land rising sharply above the surrounding lowlands. Some plateaus are very vast, covering thousands of square kilometers. Agriculture is possible only in low plateaus. The higher plateaus are either desert or suitable for cattle grazing only. The Brazilian plateau and Bolivian plateau in South America and the Arabian plateau, Deccan plateau and Tibetan plateau in Asia are some of the famous plateaux in the world. After that, plains. Plains are relatively low land and flat areas on the earth's surface. Most of the plains in the world have been formed by the rivers originating in mountains. The plains are very fertile and suitable for crops. It is easier to build roads, buildings, and other means of transport and communication in the plain because of their level land use. Land is one of the most important natural resource for mankind. It can be put to a variety of uses. For example, agriculture, factories, houses for making roads, airports for laying of railway track and mining etc. Yes. Now factors determining the land use. There are various factors which determine the use of land like soil, climate, topography, minerals and availability of water. Besides these factors, the government policy, level of technology and human population is also play a very important role in the use of land for various purposes. On the basis of who owns the land can be divided into two types, private land and land. The first one is private land. Like private land is owned by individuals. Uses and produce of this piece of land is the property of the owner of that land. Like example, the kitchen garden on your house plot is sole property of yours. The house built by you on your piece of land is owned by you and is your property. Thereafter, community land. Community land is owned by the community and not by a particular one. This land is for common use like recreation, medical facilities, shopping centers, etc. These community lands are also called common property resources. There are factors affecting land use pattern. So, whatever the factors affect the land use pattern, those are climate, topography, types of soil, availability of water, minerals, technology, and human resources. Climate. To any place, land use pattern is directly or indirectly influenced by the climatic conditions. Climate is very hot in a polar and equatorial region, while the areas having mild climatic conditions support pastures and agricultural activities. Thereafter, topography. Well-drained plain region provides suitable conditions for agricultural activities and pastures. Types of soil. An adequate and well-planned land use pattern can be seen in the areas having fertile soil. Availability of water. For a well-developed and planned land use pattern, the water availability is essential. As water is a basic need of all the living beings, thus its availability is essential both the settlements and land use pattern. Thereafter, minerals. Mineral deposits also influence the land use pattern of a place. For example, a region having mineral deposits is used for mining purposes. Huge industries can be set up in the vicinity. The in the nearby areas, the areas rich in the mineral deposits are more suitable for the industrial growth, technology, and human resources. Both technology and human resources are the two sides of a coin. Human resources use technology to convert the raw material resources into the valuable products that fulfill the requirement of the people. Human resources along with the technology are necessary for a successful use pattern. Thereafter, conservation of land resources. There are some points which is given in your book on page number 14. There are some ways to conserve the land resources. The first one is afforestation and proper management of grazing, planting of shelter belts, control on overgrazing, stabilization control on overgrazing, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes, proper management of wasteland, control of mining activities, and proper discharge of industrial effluents can reduce land degradation. After that, soil resources. All of all the land resources, soil is our prime resources. The plants that grow on land would not exist without the thin, loose surface layer that we call soil. Soil is important to us because plants, animals, and human life are directly or indirectly dependent on soil, especially for food. In other words, we can say that we are all the living organisms who live on this earth, that is, those are directly or indirectly dependent on soil, and especially for food. Besides food, fibers that provide us clothes and many other products of daily life are also grown on soil. Components of soil. The first step in soil building is weathering of rocks to form the accumulation of rocks debris above the bedrock. Soil are therefore composed of mineral and organic substances also. Soil profile. The figure given on next page presents the soil profile. On the next page there is a figure given, that is the figure related to soil profile. Like a house with a several floors, soil has different layers. There are three main layers of the soil, which are the topsoil, subsoil, and parent rock, including the fragmented rock materials. The layers have been represented in the figure by various horizons. Horizon topsoil. It contains humus and the particle of rocks. It is the uppermost horizon of soil profile. Subsoil. It lies below the topsoil and contains small rock particles, soluble minerals, and iron oxides. After that, horizon, fragmented rock materials. Lies below the subsoil and above the parent rock. It is made up of the small particles of rock that come from the parent rock. Horizon, parent rock. This horizon consists of parent rock. It is the solid, unweathered rock. Thereafter, factors affecting formation of soil. There are the main factors that affect the formation of soil are parent rock, relief, climate, time. These are the and natural vegetation and wildlife and microorganisms. So the first one is parent rock. Parent rock determine the color, texture, chemical properties, mineral content and permeability of the soil. Relief. Both the altitude and slope of a relief determine the soil formation in many ways. Steep slopes have thin soil layers, whereas the gentle slopes have thick and deep layers of soil. After that, climate, temperature, and rainfall are the most significant climatic variables that affect the process of soil formation. And time. Time determines the thickness of the soil profile. Soil formation is not an immediate process, but it takes hundreds of years. Thereafter, soil types in India. So, in our next video, we have to describe about about the types of soil.